with that is he could get knocked out in 3 seconds, or he could knock out Jermaine out in 3 seconds. This dude's got real power. But this isn't even the fight we should be talking about right now, guys. We're talking about Merab versus Cody Stamann, okay? Jesus. Cody Stamann is the dude whose brother was murdered or died in his sleep or something. I don't exactly remember what happened, but I know his brother passed away during one of his camps before a fight last year. He ended up winning that fight, and, I think he lost one after that. I'm not 100% sure, just trying to remember. But Cody Stamann is an absolute savage. He's 31 years old, 5.5 feet tall. I guess that's 5'6", but 5.5, really, Google? Really? 5.5? This is what we're doing? All right, 145 pounds for Cody Stamann. This is a bantamweight fight, so, he's dropping down the extra 10 pounds. He's got a 64.5-inch reach. Merab is just an absolute savage. He's 30 years old, 5'6", 135-pounder, 68-inch reach. And from everything I've ever heard, Merab's the toughest guy in that room. And that's saying a lot coming from a Ray Longo team, because Ray Longo is an absolute savage, and he don't play games. He's one of those old school New York tough guys, He calls it like it is. So
hey, shout out to all them New Yorkers, man. They stay giving a good tip.
Yeah, New Yorkers are absolute dirty savages like we are out here on the South Side. So we love it. We're part of it. We embrace it. We love New York as much as we love Miami. This is what it is, guys. Shout out to Dallas, Texas, too. We seem to have a lot of you guys listening out there these days. Appreciate y'all in Texas in general. We also had
Rest in peace, Mo 3.
Facts. We actually had one listener in Switzerland reach out to us recently, so that was pretty tight.
That's pretty sick.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah,
Getting out there now.
Fuck yeah,
we
bro.
Straight up out there. What's up to our one listener in Switzerland?
Woo!
Let them all know.
Let's go.
So I got Merab in that one. Who y'all got?
I'm gonna have to go with.
Yeah, I'm going with
Bro,
Merab.
I cannot go with. I have to go with Merab.
And, Cody's an absolute savage, so I wouldn't even be surprised if Cody wins this, but I'm picking Merab. Merab seems to be the guy for me. This next one is going to be super exciting. Sean Strickland, bro. This dude literally got mad at his opponent because he was taking too many punches. He said, hey, man, I'm giving you a chance. You better start throwing punches. He was yelling at him the whole fight.
Damn.
15 minutes of saying, hey, come on, man, I'm giving you a chance. Hey, man, why won't you go down? You're costing me my bonus, dog. Go down. Why won't you fall? Every time he hit him, he would just say some shit.
Wow.
Sean Strickland is a mean man in that octagon, and I love it.
Hell yeah, you gotta love it. We love the violence.
But he's going against probably one of these Polish dudes. Let's see if I could do it. Krzysztof Jotko. I think that's it.
You fucking nailed it.
So Jotko is 31 years old, 6.1, so I think that's 6'2", actually. I don't know why they do this decimal shit. It kills me. 185 pounds, 77-inch reach. Sean Strickland, 30 years old, 6.1 as well. Both 185 pounds when they weighed in last. 76-inch reach for Sean Strickland. Sean's 22-3, Jocko's 22-4. So pretty much identical in the build. This is like it's a pick'em fight. I cannot pick the Polish guy. I do not rock with Polish power. I'm all about that Sean Strickland. Here it is.
Polish power, here we come.
Oh my God. You probably love Jan Blachowicz too, boy.
Hey, I'm on heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah.
So let me guess. Cole, you're picking Krzysztof too?
Yes, sir.
Whatever. Sean Strickland, I'm rocking with you. This next one's pretty lit too. We got the light heavyweight fight. Ion Cutelaba versus Dustin Jacoby. Ian is 15-6 with 1 no contest. Dustin Jacoby 14-5.
Again, another tight.
Yeah, this one's just in their records. Ion is 27 years old, 6.1, 205, 75-inch reach. Dustin Jacoby's 33 years old, 6.2, 205, 76-inch reach. I think that age difference is really going to be the issue here. I think Dustin Jacoby just doesn't have enough experience at the age he's at to really be in there with these guys. For someone like Ion Cutelaba, who's got at 27 years old with just about the same number of fights, actually more fights than his opponent, I just think it's a bad matchup for Dustin. He's got a good little combo that he's been throwing lately. Eon's not bad on the ground. He's just one of those guys you just kind of got to watch out for. But Dustin Jacoby's got heart. That's one thing I know about Dustin Jacoby is he's one of those guys with absolute heart. So I don't think he's going to get knocked out. I don't think he's going to be finished. I think Kutelaba gets him in a 3-round decision.
I'm going to have to go with, on this one, damn. You know what? I'm rocking with the old fella, Dustin. Let's get it.
I want to go with Eon, whatever that dude's name.
Kutelaba.
Yeah.
So we got 2 for Eon Kutelaba and Alex rocking solo on Dustin Jacoby on this one. We're going to have to get out the scorecard and actually score this one. So, I think the loser might have to do something like maybe buy drinks or something, buy a round for us at the next bar. I think that's a fair one.
Shit, let's buy 2.
I think we'll just get drunk as shit after that together, but whatever.
I'll buy 2, shit.
All right, so then we have the co-main event, man. Giga Chikadze versus Cub Swanson.
Oh, nice,
I'm
man.
so
I haven't
stoked
seen
for this
dude
guy.
in so long.
Cub Swanson actually tore his ACL in a grappling competition,
Oh,
so I think this is his
shit.
second fight since that.
That's
so
crazy.
He's an exciting-ass fighter, man.
yeah, Cub Swanson's one of my favorite. He's up there with Uriah Faber in there as the California kids. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, that's literally why I fucking him. Man, I'll be real with you guys. California Kid that's literally the first time I ever saw a mixed martial arts fight.
Back at WEC.
WEC with that guy, man. And I, to this day, bro, like, even though he got knocked the fuck out, but
Yeah, he with the palm trees on his back, man. I'll never forget that fool. But in this fight, Giga Chikadze is one of those people I just don't pick against. So no matter what, as much as I love Cub Swanson and have great memories of Cub Swanson, I'm picking Giga Chikadze in this fight.
Yeah, that dude's a straight savage.
And he's got big wins. Like, in his career, he's got some big names already racked up. So I'm not picking ever against Giga Chikadze.
yeah, his name's ringing bells, but
No, that's what he does is ring people's bells, dog.
literally,
Puts them out.
his name is literally ringing bells. I'm going with Cub Swanson. Let's go.
This dude, you're just picking off of love. And
Hey,
finally,
I am a Pisces, you know what I'm saying? It's all about
this
love,
guy.
baby.
You a Pisces is what you are, fool. So we finally got Dominic Reyes coming back after he got his nose broken and a foot stamp put on his side by freaking Jan Blachowicz. That Polish power really spoke up last time. Going against Yuri Prochazka. Now, this guy is one of those people. He's exciting. He showboats. He's more like an Anderson Silva back in his day where he'd kind of like invite you to hit him. He wanted you to come into his little zone, but he gets hit a lot. And I think if Dominic Reyes connects on one of these straights, it might be a quick night.
I just gotta get this off my chest. Dominic Reyes is the only man to beat John Bones Jones.
He definitely won that fight. I don't know how many times I've watched it, but I scored it for Reyes every time.
I don't know if Reyes will be able to come back after that knockout, though, because that was a pretty brutal knockout.
It was brutal just because it was so violent. Like, he literally got his nose broken with like 1 or 2 punches. He got kicked so hard there was a bruise of his foot on his side with like maybe 2 kicks. Like, it was insane. I've never seen anyone get hit with so much force. Like, it was honestly impressive that Reyes stayed up after all the force he took and then got TKO'd. He didn't even get knocked out. He got TKO'd. So it was pretty impressive. Dude could take a beating and he could dish it. So it's just a matter of what he's going to do this fight. And I think Yuri is one of those people that's just too cocky for someone like Dominic Reyes. Reyes is so precise. He's so calculated in what he wants to do. And if he gets to do it, it's going to be a problem. He's NFL caliber. He obviously took a pivot because, that shit's fucking ridiculous. Getting into the NFL is like winning the lottery. It's not one of those, like, you have to have all the stars align and still be lucky. The stars can align and you still got to thank your God that it's going to happen. So the fact that Reyes made it to UFC is a lot more likely just because the caliber is not quite there. It's like Greg Hardy coming over. He was able to walk into the UFC because the caliber is not quite there yet. Greg Hardy's a beast. You put someone that can do what he did in the NFL in the octagon, and they're going to figure it the fuck out.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know Reyes played football.
Yeah, he basically took a pivot right before the draft. I don't know if he got injured or if someone kind of gave him the heads up, like, you're probably not going to get drafted. But he took a quick pivot and stopped playing football. It broke his heart. You know, he did a Food Truck Diaries with Brendan Shaw where he talked about his NFL dreams and how close he was. And that's when the whole how athletic he really is conversation came up. When everybody was talking about how he's so much more athletic than John Jones. And like, it is what it is. Being an athlete means a lot, but it's like, I don't know, it's a fight still, you know? You could be an athlete, but if I corner you into a corner and beat the shit out of you, you still get beat up. So, and I think that's what Jan did, is just look at it like, fuck being an athlete, I'm going to beat you up.
Yeah, and literally John Bones Jones did the complete opposite. He was like, fuck, this fool's coming at me, I'm just going to counter. You know what I mean? Polish Power said, I'll take your biggest punch and return a bigger one.
Yeah, he didn't even care about Reyes in that fight. He just marched right through him.
You just straight made him look dumb.
Yeah, it looked like when my dad tried to run me over back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, you just couldn't get out the way. You know what I mean? Like,
now we're just talking about felonies on the podcast. That's what we're doing.
Sorry about that.
This is what we do now. Jesus, where do we go? What do we do? You see what you did? You put this shit on pause.
I'm sorry, guys.
You put this shit on pause. You hungry motherfucker? Grab a Snickers, dog. Calm down. Jesus. Running people over with cars and shit.
I try to tell him, Spice.
I hope this fool Dominic Reyes just wins, okay? Let's go back to that. Can we talk about how Dominic Reyes needs to win?
Dominic Reyes is gonna win. He's gonna win, bro. I'm telling you.
Over here talking about running people over, this guy. So Dominic Reyes, 31 years old, 6'3". I hate that. 6.3, really? Really?
He's 6'3".
No, he's 6'4". 6.3.
Oh, like 3/4.
Yeah, it's so stupid. I hate you, Google, for that. And he's 77-inch reach. Yuri's got an 80-inch reach. He's also 3 years younger and about an inch shorter, maybe 2. I just don't think this is Yuri's fight. I mean, I hope it's exciting, but I think Reyes just beats the crap out of this dude.
I hope so.
He needs to win. I mean, he was undefeated going into that John Jones fight. Now he's got 2 back-to-back losses. So, yeah, I mean, he kind of needs it. As far as, like, personal momentum, I think he needs it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too aware of what he signed on the contract for how many fights, but a win here in a dramatic fashion would for sure get you more time.
Yeah, I have to go with Dominic Reyes for sure.
Yeah, I don't think you could really doubt Reyes in this fight. I'm also not really sure that Yuri's even ready for this caliber of fighter. He's just exciting. He's one of those guys that literally will wave you in and then let you punch him, try and do the shoulder roll, but take a punch to the side of the head. You know, this ain't boxing, doc. You're going to take some punches. And if Reyes gets off one of his head kicks, it'll be a real short night for this guy. I mean, we're talking like still make dinner plans fight, you know? And I don't even know if Yuri's ready for this, but I just hope it's a good fight. It has the potential to be a good fight, and I just think it is what it is. So the other thing that I want to touch on is some things we didn't get to. Kakul wasn't here for the 261 card. We watched it together, but he didn't do the review episode with us. So I want to get your reaction on the Weidman leg break. What'd you think of that?
Bro, that's so sad, man. Chris Weidman is a legend, dude. He's a legit legend. It's just a bummer that happened to him. He doesn't deserve that.
True. They said this was the hardest he trained for a fight. Stephen Thompson spoke about it on Joe Rogan's podcast about how he went out there to South Carolina for a couple weeks to train, and Weidman was like the toughest dude he's ever been in there with. He's like, man, that fool slammed me on my head for like 2 weeks straight. Fuck. And that's Wonder Boy, who doesn't let anybody touch him. You know, so when we talk about how good Chris Weidman is, we call him the All-American because he won the All-American tournament. Not because he qualified, not because he was good, because he won the tournament. Like the whole thing. He is an All-American. And as much as we probably didn't think he was going to be a title holder again, he has the potential and the caliber. So he had a successful surgery. Did you see him walking on it already? No. This was so savage. They showed him on his crutches walking on his broken foot.
Yeah, that dude's savage for that, bro. That is pretty savage.
They put a titanium rod in between the bones and screwed through the bones into the rod, and he was already walking on it with crutches. Dude's a savage.
Yeah, he's a nut.
Absolute nut job.